Hi, Amanda. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Uh, One thing I incorporated first was changing my logo, put a moon outside my name instead of having the D in my name with the moon background. It'll make a lot of work. I think my leave behind piece needs a lot of work. I think once I add in more pages and separate out the different sections, it will look cleaner and less cluttered. I did make sure in my design that my color choices and fonts were consistent. That's good. That's the name of the game. Okay, so sounds like you're still working. So these are work in progress. Let's go ahead and take a look. First thing we're going to take a look at is the business card. So where is it? Here it is, right here. Okay, now we can see that there is a distortion in the way I believe. Yes, there's a distortion in the way that you have your logo presented here. And this usually happens on um, placement. So when you place the logo in here and you resize it, you want to constrain the original aspect ratio or the original proportion. So in Illustrator, when you resize it, you select it, grab that corner bounding box and drag it. Make sure you hold your Shift key down. That'll constrain the original proportions. See how this is kind of flat? And let me just pull these apart so that we can see them together. Um, Sorry about that. Okay, so let's pull those apart and let's go ahead and take a look at these together. So if we look at these together, we can see, where are they? This one and this one. So you can see, oh boy, this is so difficult. Okay, so take a look at the shape of this, and then take a look at the shape of this. And you can see this is elongated. It's not as round as that. It's more oval shape. So that definitely points to um, a resizing issue. There's a little distortion in that logo. Okay, as far as the business card goes, I don't recommend a frame around the business card because that is gonna, if this gets mistrimmed at all during production, you're gonna have uneven borders. It's a production problem and something that's not recommended for business cards is adding that frame. Right now, you don't have your name anywhere on your, oh wait, Amanda Fight, there it is. Okay, Amanda's Moonlight Graphics. Okay, so I don't recommend adding this right here. You've got your Amanda's Moonlight Graphics established right here. So on the back of the card, I would just take that logo, maybe separate it from the blue and just place it right up here. And then assemble your, a small, like this, right? Get rid of the frame, place a small right there. And then just start assembling Amanda Fight, telephone, email. You've got two emails here. Don't need two emails. Definitely don't need two emails. You don't want to confuse people. So what you want to do on the business card is you want to include your name, your logo, your address, mailing address. That's optional but recommended. Telephone, email address, web page URL, and your social media URL. Okay, I don't recommend putting two email addresses on your business card. Let's move over to the letterhead. So the letterhead, again, you've got this frame around the letterhead, and I think it's really confining. I do. I think it's kind of placing everything in boxes, and I would recommend removing that outside frame and then just assembling the. Since you have the logo centered and your business card, keep it centered here. And then don't forget, now you've got this area right. I don't recommend this rule right here because right now you're starting to compartmentalize things. We got this rectangle here, this square here, this square here. Then you've got these shapes. So we want this to have a nice synergy without being kind of so compartmentalized. Do you know what I'm saying? So sorry about that. So watch what happens when you remove all of these boxes, these lines and everything. You can leave that line right there to indicate the footer area. But don't forget, in your letterhead, you want your name, your logo, right? Then you want your address, your full mailing address. That's got to be on the letterhead. Telephone, email address, web page URL, and then your social media info as well. Okay, so again, I recommend removing all of this outer box and this right here. Okay, and then we move to the leave behind, and I agree that leave behind it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of attention. So what I'm seeing in the leave behind is this. We've got all of these boxes. It seems like you really have this overwhelming propensity to want to put things in boxes and frame things. So we've got this box here, then we have the logo in this box, then we have GRA 420 in this box. You got 3D modeling in this box. So you want to take things out of box and give them a relationship with the composition as opposed to confining them within boxes. Okay, I don't recommend this sample portfolio for GRI Port 420. Just leave this just as the color, your color with the logo. That's it. That's all you need on that front cover. Back cover, you want your full contact information. Now, this graphic right here, I don't, if you designed this, it's designed very well. If you didn't, don't use it. Okay, and I just want to mention that if this is clip art, don't use it. You don't want to use anyone else's artwork in your portfolio. Okay, I just want to make that specifically clear. Okay, and then just go ahead and reassemble this as you find accordingly. But please understand that we are really wrapping things up here quickly. We're moving into week 7. This is due during week 7. So we really want to start thinking about wrapping things up quickly here. So at this point, Amanda, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to clarify anything that is needed. Okay, great job. And again, really super important. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, Amanda.